Transaction volume is up, but does this actually mean that the market is bouncing back? Well, I'm going to have to take a step back and look at the bigger picture and say no, the market is not bouncing back. Yes, there were more transactions compared to this time last year, but remember, we're comparing it to historic lows. So let's look at the bigger picture and see what's actually happening year to date in the market. And I think we're going to see that the trends are still going downwards in terms of pricing. So for buyers, the time is just getting better and better for you to jump into the market. When is the bottom? Nobody really knows, but we might be kind of close to it now, but I could be wrong. So let's just see what's actually happening in three segments of the Mississauga market, which is going to be the detached homes, the condo townhouses, and the condo apartments. I want to see where the pricing is at and how the market has been acting up until the end of July 2025. I'm Mata Jaffrey. I've been selling real estate in Mississauga and the GTA for more than 20 years, and my goal is just to make the buying and selling process simple. So let's get right into it. All right, so very quickly, let's start with Mississauga. Obviously, we're going to look at just Mississauga here, and we're going to look at detached homes first. So prior month, we are up 5%. So month over month, we are up 5%. But again, remember, we're not focusing on month to month. It's always year over year, which gives you the better idea of what the market is doing. So from this time last year, we are down 4.6% on prices for detached homes in Mississauga. And then year to date, we are down 4.6%. So year over year, down 4.6%. Year to date, also down 4.6%. So transaction volume, now month over month, it is down 3.8%. But year over year, we are up 18%. So from this time compared to this time last year, transaction volumes for detached homes is up quite a bit, 18%. But let's move down a little bit to new listings volume. So that is also up 10% from this time last year. Month over month, it is down 17%. But again, we'll take this with a grain of salt. And let's look at year to date, we are up 16.9% on new listings volume. Now, how many of these listings are still selling above the asking price? So percentage above the list price, we're looking at 1.6% increase, 16% of the homes sold above the asking price. And prior month was 14%. So that's up about 1.6%. But let's look at year to date. We are down 29.2% year to date. And year over year, we are down 3.5% on listings that have offer dates that have sold above the asking price. Now, average days on market, again, this is not something that we can focus on when it comes to the stats. And that's simply because many people, they cancel the listing until they get to the sweet spot. And then once they get to the sweet spot, it may sell in a couple of days. So here we are on average days on market for July was 33 days. We are up 29% month over month, and we are up 47% year over year. That's a big jump on days on market. And termination volume, so for detached properties, terminations are down actually 11%, which makes sense because they're a little bit more selling, more transaction volume. But year over year, it is up 15%. The transaction volume just for detached homes in July was 325. This is just detached homes. So now let's go right over to condo townhouses, and we'll just pick all types of condo townhouses, and we'll go through the same numbers here. So let's see. Average price is down 7.2% month over month. Prior month was 774. This month is 718. But if you look year over year, we're down 9.7%, so almost 10%. It used to be 796 same time last year. Now it's down to 718,000. And year to date, you're down 6.5%. So are the transaction volumes up for condo townhouses as well? Well, no, because the prior month, it was 103. Selected month, which is July, is 85. And if you look at same month last year, it is down 5.6%. So transaction volume year over year is still down for condo townhouses, 5.6%. And year to date, it is down 18.2%. So far, only the detached homes have actually had an uptick in transaction volume in Mississauga, okay? And then the percentage above list price, is 20%. So that's not bad. 1 out of every 5 listings are selling above the asking price. But month over month, that is still down 5.2%. And year over year, it is up 4.4%. So more homes are selling above asking price year over year from this time last year. But I mean, again, it all just comes down to pricing. So even this stat, I don't put too much emphasis on, because you could price it at $1 and it can sell above asking price, right? So, and we've seen that. And then if we're going to go average days on market, this is up 21% month over month and up almost 25%, 24.2% year over year. That's crazy. Things are sitting on the market longer and longer. And now if we look at termination volume, that is also down 6.4% from this time last year, 160 this month, July, and 171 prior month. And then if you look at year over year, it is up 3.9%. So for condo townhouses, more people are canceling listings. Again, this is just really because a lot of sellers are not getting into the right mindset for what the market value is today. So they have to test the market, cancel it, relist it, test it, cancel it, relist it until they get to their sweet spot. Now, the dreaded condos. Let's see what's happening with the dreaded condo apartments. Let it load. All right, there we go. So for average price, we are down 3.6% month over month. It was prior month was 562, July was 542. Same time last year, so year over year, we are down 13.2% on condo apartments. It was at $625,000, and now, as you can see, it's down to $542,000. And year to date, it's down 9%. Okay, transaction volume is up 25% month over month. That's a big jump, but let's look at year over year. It is also up 13.2%. So more condos are selling, and that's simply because I think these sellers are tired of trying their prices. They're coming down to reality, and buyers are seeing that they can buy these condos fairly cheap, getting closer to rent payments, almost not there yet, but it's getting closer. Are they selling above asking price? Again, take this stat with a grain of salt. Really doesn't matter what you're pricing it at, but it does show that the buyers are out there. They're willing to bid on things that are good. So above list price, we are at 14.9% for this July, 16.3% for the prior month. So that's down 1.3%, almost negligible, but it is down 8.6% from the same time last year. And if we're going to look at average days on market, it's actually come down month over month by 15.9%. So they're taking a little bit less time to get sold, and that's probably because the sellers are coming down to reality. Everything is connected here. And if we go same time last year, year over year, we are up 22.5% for average days on market, okay? And year to date, we are up 20.6%. Now, how many people are terminating the listings? That is also down by 5% month over month. And however, it is up 24.7% year over year. So still, if you're looking at year over year, which as I said is a more important statistic, many more people are canceling their listings and still trying to find that sweet spot. So this is pretty much the summary for detached homes, condo apartments, and condo townhouses of where things are headed. And in my opinion, based on everything I'm seeing, prices are coming down. I don't see an end to it anytime soon. So are we near the bottom? I don't think so. I think there's still a little bit more room for things to come down. New listing volume is actually on its way up. So yes, although in some segments, like the condo apartments and like the detached homes, there are more properties selling month over month or year over year, but there's more listings coming onto the market. So overall, in the playing field, nothing is really changing except for pricing. So I hope this helps. If you guys are interested in buying or selling in Mississauga or the GTA, I've been helping buyers like yourself for more than 20 years. My phone number is 647-208-9724, or you can just drop a comment below and I'll always get back to you. And if you want more information and if you have any questions or any topics that you want me to cover, again, just drop a comment below. I hope this helps. My goal with this channel is just to make the buying and selling process simple.